$1,250 a month on a Dodge Hellcat. Woo, boy.
I'm not just going to take the car back, dude, and say, sorry, Andrew, you're 19, you made a mistake.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the freeway?
Some people buy cars they can't afford, and then there's this guy, an Amazon driver who takes it to a whole new level. If you're new, I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I gotta have you run that back, bro. Hold on. So, what's your interest rate and what's your payment on the car?
22%. Payment on the car is like $1,250 a month.
$1,250 a month on a Dodge Hellcat. Woo, boy.
Yeah. So I got a 600 credit score. You know what I mean?
So run it back from the beginning, man. You said you got a 2018 Hellcat.
I got a 2018 Hellcat, and I see that you had that Dodge Demon, so I was trying to see if I could trade out and get in that.
Okay. I'm not at the dealership right now because you called us like 15 times, bro. I thought it was something urgent.
That Dodge, man,
Okay.
the Demon you got there now.
How much do you owe on the Hellcat?
Ooh, I owe like 60 grand.
He owes $60,000 at 22% interest. I did a quick Google search on Amazon Pay in the US, and it's around $19, $21 an hour. There is no way I could make a $1,200 a month car payment work unless I was living for free. I know the job's tough, all that work, all those hours, and a huge chunk of your income going straight into a car.
I got it for $80,000.
$80,000 you said you bought it for? And how many miles are on it?
Like 96,000.
6,000 miles, bro. And you owe 6 owners, 3 accidents, man. And you owe how much?
I owe 60,000.
You are very upside down on this car. What's your credit score?
My credit score is maybe like a 680 something. Maybe.
Okay, 680. That's not bad. That's decent. How much money do you have down to get in the car?
About 2,000 to 3,000 now. Yeah.
How much do you make a month?
I make it between $3,000 and $4,000.
So he makes between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. Let's go with the least amount just to be safe. Add in all the extras and he's spending half his income on a car. The worst I ever did was around 15%, and I would never do that again. I couldn't imagine losing half my paycheck on a vehicle. I don't think I'd be motivated to go to work.
What do you do for work?
Like Amazon package delivery, carry stuff. So,
Is that why my packages get here so quickly, man? You delivering packages with a Hellcat? You about $30,000 underneath on your Hellcat. And I can't get the deal done with $2,000 down.
You can't work nothing out, man. I'm really trying to get in the car, bro. If there any other workaround that we can do for me to be able to transition into that, man? Because I've been calling you so much.
Actually, with your credit score, I need at least $25,000 down to even think about the deal making it happen, just because you're upside down a lot. 6 owners, 3 accidents on your car, that's just going to tank the value on it. And you have 96,000 miles, man. That's way up there. So
when a used car salesman is telling you it can't be done, that should be enough to make you realize you're in some serious financial trouble. They want to sell you a car. They want to make a profit. Imagine how much you'd be paying each month if you rolled in that debt from the Hellcat.
Unless you can get some more money down, I don't want to waste your time having more money than that down, man. I got to refinance the Hellcat at this point since you have a decent credit score. But nah, man, nothing else I can do, unfortunately. Man, there's nothing I can do. I can't make the deal happen. I know I post videos with the same thing, man, and everybody's like, oh, everybody calls you, can't make a deal happen. I got to be realistic with you, man. Magic happen. If you were like 10 grand underneath, I could probably make something happen, but I mean, you'd be in $35,000 in negative equity on the car, on the trade, and there's nothing I can do.
Man. All right, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, brother. All right, man. Take it easy. All right, man.
This poor guy's going to find some dealer that's going to finance him at an even higher rate. You keep looking and eventually someone's going to approve you. He's just working to drive. When I had some debt, it made it so difficult to work. You put in all those hours and have nothing left after you pay your bills. It feels like complete waste. Sure, you have a nice car, but you can't afford to drive it anywhere.
We had a young kid that loved the car, bought it, drove home to another state, called us the next day and had buyer's remorse. And in the car business, you buy a car, you drive it away, deal's done. So I'm going to call him to just figure this thing out. You've been talking to everybody and your dad's called in. I figured I'd take a turn and work something out, man. I don't want you to feel like we're not taking care of you, but I also want to make sure that we're being treated fairly. I don't think you need to be in a bad spot. I don't think we need to be in a bad spot. Did you just oh crap, I shouldn't have bought an electric car?
The car is great. I love the car. There's nothing wrong with it except for the charging. That is a deal breaker for me, honestly. I don't have my own home. I live in an apartment, so there's no way to charge at my house. My parents don't want to put one because they don't have any electric vehicles, and then I don't want to stop every hour and a half and charge my car for 30 minutes when I could just fill it up in 10 and get triple the range.
How is that not something you considered before buying it? It's one of the most important things I would have thought about before purchasing it. I have nowhere to charge it. Am I willing to drive to a charging station and wait?
That stuff was true before you owned a car. Those are all facts, whether you owned the car or not. So I'm just trying to understand how we got there after you bought it.
I've driven a gas car my whole life on the highway. Gas cars get better mileage for the most part. And so I was under that same impression. It was the complete opposite for me, you know?
Yeah, I've been driving an EV every day for the last 7 years. It does take longer to charge. It does fill up with gas, no question about it. But I save so much money on the gas, it's worth it to me.
I probably would get pretty used to it if I kept the car, but I just don't think I'm willing to make that conversion at this point in my life. I will admit I didn't fully understand what I was getting into.
I want to try and work something out specific that can work for you and for us.
I don't want to feel like I have to buy a car from you guys. I don't want to feel like obligated.
He doesn't want to make the conversion, but he already did. If it were only that easy to go back and undo a bad decision. You've bought the car, deal with it now. I wouldn't want to sit at a charging station, but I'd make it work if I made this purchase. 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is. I just find a good way to make use of the time.
If you want to have this work out for you in some way, you do have to buy a car from us. I'm not just going to take the car back, dude, and say, sorry, Andrew, you're 19, you made a mistake, wish you the best. You're going to ask me to lose thousands of dollars because you didn't do your homework? That's not fair to us. You need to take some responsibility here. You don't just get to return a car after driving it however many miles and days and changing your mind, getting cold feet. That's not how it works. That's not how the law works. That's not how business works. And that's not fair to us. We don't have to do anything. You bought that car on your own free will. You're a big boy. Car's exactly what is advertised. I don't want you to be unhappy. That's not how we roll. So buying a car from us is the only way.
That's a tough lesson to learn, but probably good for him. It sounds like an impulse purchase. Those will get you in trouble. I've been there. Any purchase I make now that's over $200, I take the time to think about it. Usually a few weeks, but maybe a month.
Is there a car you found that you want?
There is one, but the only problem is I know that you guys are going to mark it up from what it costs, obviously. But
You're right, we will. I'm going to make a profit on a car that I'm selling you. Tell me a year, a make, and a model of a car you want, and I'm going to go look on the dealer auctions right now and see. So what is it you're interested in?
a Hyundai Sonata Limited.
I'm looking at one here that's a 2021 black with 60,000 miles that we could get for that mid-20s that you'd be in good shape on. Let me do some work.
Hey, sounds good.
Okay, thanks. All right, see you, babe.
I would love to know your thoughts. Stick with the Tesla or go with the Hyundai? I keep coming across a lot of videos about issues with Hyundai, also Kia, which I drive. So I wonder if sticking with the Tesla would be the best idea here. That's a tough one. Let me know your thoughts.
The kid was ripping the hell out of the car, 100%. I could bet my life on it. I don't really sell cars that don't have any factory warranty, but we sold one. It was a 2014 BMW M5. The motor went after 2 days. If we're buying these cars from anyone, we always try to make sure like the pedigree of the owner is high. The body and the engine and everything has been maintained. Like there's a lot of history on the Carfax. But what can you do? We sold it to a young kid and his family, and the engine went. We're taking the car back from him, and we're gonna try and get him into another car, and let's see what happens.
I see so many young guys with expensive cars like this, and they are beating them up. They spend all that money on a vehicle only to destroy it for their own entertainment.
I've showed him about like 4 cars and he only wants a fat engine. So I don't know how this is gonna work right now. The mom's here, so maybe the mom could knock some sense into him and just get something that is practical. Let me know what you guys would do. You know, this is the business and we do what we can to make customers happy. But here, there's the BMW right there. That's the M5. He literally put 150 miles on it and the engine went. Let's see what we can do. The M5 customers, they came in, I showed them some cars. My dad here says, we're gonna put it in the shop. We're gonna see if these BMW dealership is even telling the truth, if the engine really is bad.
My master mechanic, make sure to check that car 100%.
I live on a very busy road. Once the sun goes down, it is non-stop people racing their cars until late at night. You have people hitting poles, taking out signs, and driving their cars like they got them for free. I'll never understand why you would pay for something and treat it like that.
Man, if I'm right, I wanna go crazy. I hope I'm right.
You have to check it no matter what.
Not looking good.
All right, so that's it, guys. The engine is officially seized. Now we're gonna call him and switch him into another car. Even though we signed him as is, all this stuff, doesn't matter. We're just gonna take the car back. Most likely not gonna be selling these kinds of cars anymore, but it is what it is. But we're gonna give him a call, tell him to pick out a car, and switch him into it. I don't think he's gonna be picking up anything with a V8 engine, but let's go. That's all we could do.
I would not be letting him pick out another car. As is means it's your problem. It's nice that he's doing it, but everyone knows cars are not built that well anymore. You cannot drive them hard. I'd imagine he's almost forced to replace it because of the business that's posted all over social media.
What is this? This is insane. Sparkles, floor. It's got stars on the roof also. Look at this. Whoa. This is crazy. I never seen something like this in my life. What's up with the bride on the door? She's used and abused.
I was actually planning to rewrap it or either sell it.
And what do you want for it?
15.
Like Filipino dollars or Canadian dollars? What did you do to the engine, man? This is insane, man.
With the top mount intercooler.
Listen, I won't be able to get you anything close to 15, man.
I know.
I'm gonna buy it for...
Very unrealistic wanting 15 grand for a 2010 Mazda, especially with all that he's done to it. It looks like he's dumped some money into it, but realistically, who would consider buying that? It would have to be so cheap.
$5 grand and I'm gonna make one of my guys drive it.
Shit. My lowest could be like 12.
Give me that kind of money. It's impossible to sell this.
I know.
You know, you did so much mods to it, and the thing is, the wrap is...
Some people, like, yeah.
I understand some people. Go find somebody who wants a yellow Mazda 3-speed that has bride embroidered onto the doors with stars. You don't want $5 grand?
I'm good.
6,000?
Pass with that.
6,000? You wouldn't take it, really?
No.
How much money did you put into it? I'm curious.
15, 20?
If you want $6 grand, I'll take it.
It is amazing he could waste $15,000 or $20,000 on that. I've worked with a few guys who did the same thing. They've customized their cars so much that they'll never be able to sell it. The few I knew felt the car was worth the extra they put into it, when really it only lowered the value.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the freeway?
Nissan. Any Nissan. They do not have rear view mirrors. They just don't look at them.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the highway?
Nissan.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the highway?
The Beamers.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the freeway?
BMW.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the highway?
Oh, that is a BMW.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the highway?
Any BMW.
What car brand is most likely to cut you off on the highway?
A Honda.
I found over the last few years, it's almost every single car out there. Not many people know how to drive properly anymore, at least here. It's so bad that I avoid the major highway in my area now. I'll add 40 minutes onto my trip just to use the back roads. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. See you in the next one. Bye.